No matter how far you are in Roblox Doors, there's always bound to be a moment in the game that just seems unrealistic. From the rarest to the luckiest, these are the most impossible moments in Roblox Doors that you'll ever see. Let us know what your most impossible moment was down below and enjoy the show. Everyone already knows that getting rushed twice in a row can be a little bit of a drag sometimes, but poor old Lynxy didn't just get rushed twice, they ended up encountering Rush a total of 6 times in a row, and for dessert at the end, they were also blessed with an ambush as well. It's like Rush decided to call an ambush for backup, but completely failed, which is absolutely insane. You may call this one a high IQ move, but Simon ended up predicting when ambush was coming from the lights flickering, and was also able to hide away in the library behind without the entity even catching them at all. Bro, you either have to be a sorcerer in order to predict that, or you've had to play the game as long as he has, based on all those knobs he's gained so far. But you won't believe this one. It's a bit low quality, but a player out there actually ended up getting a Jack red room spawning in along with Halt. Pretty much every time, Halt turns the room into a blue hue based on the color of the entity, but in this clip, you can see that it's red instead. The video claims that it's a 1 out of 100 million chance, which may not be accurate, but it's definitely a nearly impossible moment. Oh, and by the way, this also happened with yet another player within the game, if that isn't oddly enough. As this guy states, this is infinite rare. I do agree. Usually when people get ambushed in the game, he most often comes later in the game, as his chance of encounter is raised with each room that you go through. The earliest we've seen him spawn in was also in door 5, especially during Creekcraft's livestream of him speedrunning the game. But someone else actually ended up getting him there as well. 2% chance of doing so, which is insane. Yeah, man, imagine getting ambushed just at door 5. That's way too early, man, just saying. But apparently, according to this user, the chance of ambush spawning is 0.5% for each door after door 5, along with the rarity of Rush. It's just mind-blowing, that's all I'm going to say. But how about getting a Jack red room, this time not in a normal room or hallway, but actually outside within the courtyard? We all know it's a 1 out of 2,000 chance of Jack spawning a red room on the opposite side of a door, but along with the chance of not getting a courtyard, may as well make those odds go even higher. You can play 1,000 times and not get this event to happen, so consider yourself godlike. Get ready for this one. Of course, it's well known within the community that Timothy, the cool and chill spider that is usually minding his own business inside the lobby, will never kill you indoors. He usually takes a percentage of health away, never leading to a health of 0, but this guy defied the odds of this harmless little spider. What the heck just happened? He opened 3 drawers full of Timothy's and still ended up losing the game over it? I do got to note, the creator did say that it's not real, but the fact that it's in the real Roblox Doors is puzzling to say the least. Better call this an entity party, because Atticus ended up running into 3 monsters at once, but with a special combination of them that is hard to come by. That's right, Eyes, Rush, and also Shadow all spawned in at the same room in order to greet the players. Both Eyes and Rush at the same time is pretty rare, but throw in Shadow into the mix, and now you have a roughly 1 out of 100,000 chance of getting that possible combination of entities, especially within the same room. But it's not crazier than this. Again, we all know that Glitch is there to teleport players that are way behind, though he does charge a little bit of health at the service. But imagine if you were stuck in this moment like Aberz.
Oh, Hyde's gonna get me. Hyde's gonna get me. Oh, Glitch got me first. No way.
Let's go.
Bro was literally nanoseconds away from dying, not only to Figure, but to Hyde as well, and then Glitch just randomly came in to save the day. Yeah, I'd say that is amazing timing by Glitch right there. Oh, and don't you just love it when the entities all finally learn how to work together, just like in this clip against Ed's Aries. Eyes, Rush, and Jet seem to all team up in this one, causing havoc for the player, and ultimately ended up having them get caught by Rush. Good thing they don't work like this super often, or else that would be a huge nightmare. Now, encountering an entity such as Ambush at Door 5 is a pretty remarkable event, but what about Shadow? I can't believe it, but just check this out. Uchiha Tatsu was actually able to encounter Shadow right at Door 1 in one of their speedruns. Though it's still a 1 out of 2,000 chance, it's still nearly impossible to get him right at the start of the game like that. And here, Glitch decides to be a hero once again by saving another player, this time from Ambush. Way to go, Glitch! Saving players one soul at a time. Now, dig this. I think Rush and Eyes have some massive beef with each other, especially after this moment right here. Did you not just see Rush absolutely KO Eyes like that? Wait, no? You tackled him? Everyone doesn't like Eyes, so you still tackled him? Man, something weird is definitely going on with these two. But you know what else is weird? Simply24K ended up doing this glitch to a painting while spamming the equip command during the puzzle room.
Baba Booey.
I can't see.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, he's super lucky that he didn't bug it out completely. I bet his friends would love him for that game over screen. Also, I'm sure you guys remember or have probably seen this before in Roblox Doors. Yeah. Talk about having a heart attack right within the game, man. It's brutal. I actually did this once as I was holding a painting and ended up getting killed by Screech in the previous room, and this ended up causing the player in the puzzle room to bug out and not be able to finish, funnily enough. It's pretty near impossible to glitch the game for other players, but it happened. What other impossible moments have you experienced in Roblox Doors? Let us know down below, and goodbye.